Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Right to Life activists marched in 3 major Croatian cities today. The annual Walk for Life was held in Zagreb, Split and Rijeka. The marches were organized by the In the Name of the Family group, which is campaigning to ban abortion. In 2017, Croatia's top court upheld a long-standing law allowing abortion up to the 10th week of pregnancy, but ordered lawmakers to draft new legislation within 2 years.
Our lives begin at conception, and all of the rights that we have as humans are based on the fact that we were allowed to live. There's a lot of false information out there, people who say a child is just a clump of cells. In the 21st century, we have ultrasound. We can see that the human heart begins to beat after 18 days. It's important to inform people about that.
I support this program. I think it is something that can really help our society in the moral and ethical sense.
We're walking for life, for the unborn, to give them a chance to experience all the joy and beauty that is life.
Several thousand anti-abortion activists marched in Split today. They were joined by Split Mayor Andro Krstulović-Opara and Split Dalmatia County Prefect Blaženko Boban.
The Walk for Life is a peaceful and dignified event, and that is how we are going to walk today. We want to protect every human life. The truth is on our side, and the truth is that life begins at conception. I choose life. If this group and that group can have their rights, why can't children have theirs?
The Walk for Life was held for the first time this year in Rijeka. At the same time, pro-choice activists held their own Walk for Freedom. They say they want to voice their opposition to the rising tide of conservatism and efforts to restrict minority rights and individual freedoms. A dozen pro-choice activists tried to peacefully block the Walk for Life marchers. They were removed by police.
We have to think about the silent majority, which definitely opposes turning back the clock. We have to move forward. Our young people are leaving because of economic reasons. There are no jobs. There are a lot of problems, and frustration is running high. People are willing to respond, and this was our platform, Common Ground, where we give a voice to all those who want to fight for freedom and a place for them to say it publicly.
The government administrator for Agrokor, Fabris Peruško, said on Friday that a settlement will likely be reached with the temporary creditors' council because there will not be enough time to form a permanent one. That remark did not sit well with one of Agrokor's suppliers, the coffee, tea and snack company Frank. Frank issued a statement today saying they will file a motion with the commercial court to prevent further, quote, scandalous and illegal actions by the crisis management team at Agrokor. On May 19, 1942, Croatia's pro-fascist authorities began the mass deportation of Roma to the Jasenovac concentration camp. To mark the anniversary, historians and academics from other fields gathered in Jasenovac for a conference titled The Plight of the Roma in Europe During World War II, with a special focus on the independent state of Croatia. Academics from Poland, Serbia, Slovenia, Austria, Ukraine, Romania and Croatia took part. There was also a commemoration in nearby Uštica for the Roma victims of the camp.
It is very important that events like these show the public, not only academics, but the public, what happened during World War II, so that no one should have to question the terrifying reputation of the Jasenovac concentration camp. It has taken us more than 70 years to begin having these kinds of international conferences. I think the Croatian public knows very little about the plight of the Roma during World War II. My father was interned here. 3 of my uncles, my grandmother and grandfather all died in Jasenovac and in Uštica.
In sports, the Croatian football championship wrapped up today. Rijeka beat Hajduk 3-1 at home to take second place in the league. Dinamo, who have already claimed this year's title, played Inter in the final game tonight. The score was 3-1 for Dinamo. Cibalia has been relegated, while Gorica joins the first league next season.
Tomorrow Tomorrow's forecast calls for mostly sunny skies with some occasional clouds. Clouds may be heavier in the mountains and the northwest, where there is a chance of brief local showers and thunder showers. There will be a light to moderate northeasterly in the interior. On the coast, a moderate to high northeasterly in the morning. Winds will shift to a west-northwesterly direction in the afternoon, with traces of a southwesterly in places. Morning lows will range from 8 to 13 inland and from 15 to 20 on the coast. The day's highs will be between 23 and 28, slightly cooler in the mountains. Conditions in the first half of the new week will be variable and unstable, with frequent showers and thunder showers, especially on Tuesday, when temperatures will also cool off. Monday will still be mostly dry in the central and eastern parts of the country. The weather will be increasingly unstable on the coast with rain and showers, which may be heavier from Tuesday on. There will be a northwesterly on Monday, but winds will shift to a southeasterly from Tuesday on. Temperatures will be warm with a slight dip on Tuesday.
And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.